Hey everybody, I'm just gonna go over my quick markup that I did on US 30 and what I'm expecting to see. So as for everything, when you start a markup, you want to start with a higher time frame, and usually I'll start either on the monthly or the weekly. So we can just take a look at what's going on the monthly. As you can see, we have this strong bearish candle pulling down on the monthly. We got 7 days left before this candle actually is closed. So we have this strong bearish candle that's actually pulling down into this level of demand. So let's just go look at the weekly to see what's going on. As you can see, we have a level of demand that's right here. We also have a level of supply that we could see price come back and retest, which is in this zone. So let's just zoom in back in on the daily so we can see more details. As you can see, we had a break of structure in this area, and we're looking for price to come back up and retest this area here, which could also help close out this monthly candle. So we could actually see price pull back up to this area and close in that area before the month is over. So let's just zoom back in on the daily. And that's just our view. We see a break of structure, and then we're expecting price to possibly pull back up here to retest. And so we can bring it back to the downsides, because as you can see, we have a strong bearish trend. So let's just zoom in on the 1 hour, just so I can give an analysis of what I actually see. So basically, I went in and I marked up my support and resistance on the 1 hour. We have a form of support right here. Price has rejected off of this support a few times. So this is a strong confirmation that this is a great support zone. And then we also have a resistance that price has rejected a few times. As you can see here, we have it once right here. We have it twice right here. Maybe if we go back in time, we might see more rejections off this level. We have a level right here. As you can see, let's just zoom in to make sure that's the correct level we're looking at. We have a level right here where price has rejected. So we have 3 confirmations. That's a strong resistance level. So let's just zoom in on what we actually see, what's going on in right here. So that's basically what I do. I start off the higher time frame, like the weekly and the daily. I mark up my supply and demand, and then I zoom in more on the 1 hour or the 4 hour. I mark up support and resistance, and I basically trade off those zones. You can counter trend, but you have to know that it's short term, and you have to know the overall trend. So I do know the overall trend is a sell, but I am expecting price to come back up into this zone and retest. So more in these areas that we were expecting price to come back in. So let me actually make this zone a little bit darker so I don't have to try to guess which area I'm in. So this is a demand zone. So as you can see right here on this resistance level, we had a rejection of this level. And if you zoom in on the 15-minute, we actually have a double top. But not only that, we could possibly see price come up, form that right shoulder, and see price move to the downside. So my confirmations to get in on this sell would be a let's just write confirmations. Let's move this off to the side. And my confirmation would be number 1, we have a rejection of supply. Then we would have a rejection, which would be of, we can put supply or resistance. And then we also have a pattern confirmation, which would be a head and shoulder. And then we also see rejections. Even though this is a counter trend, you just have to be really careful and mindful when you are trading the counter trend. It's best if you're starting out just to trade along with the trend. basically, let me just go over this real quick. And then we also see a break of structure, which would confirm that we can get in on the sell. We had a break of structure here, and we had a break of structure in these areas. So basically, if you don't want to get in on the counter trend, the best bet is to wait for price to come down where it previously broke out of, wait for price to come back and retest that area, and then you can look to take price possibly on the upside, like in that direction. So that's basically my viewpoint. And if you look left, you're kind of mimicking what's happening right here. So that's basically my viewpoint on my analysis on this trade. So I'm basically waiting for price to come back up into these areas, retest this level, and I'm looking to take US 30 to the downside. So let's just do another analysis. Let's go over something that I haven't looked at yet. So let's just look at Euro JPY, give an example. And the first thing that we should always do is go to the monthly, mark off your supply and demand. So as you can see, we have a strong bullish momentum and we are in an uptrend. Can't deny the trend that we are in. So I will mark off my zone here. And let's just zoom in on the weekly to see if we find a strong level. So we have a nice demand level here. We also have some nice zones in here, but we're going to focus on where price is currently at right now. So price has broken out of this supply level, which also was a demand. So let's zoom in on what's going on right here. And then we're going to go in on the daily and do our markup of our zones. So we had price break out of this structure, looking to see a pullback. But let's just mark up some more of our zones on the daily just to kind of refine what's going on. We had a break, retest. And it seemed like we have another strong level right here. Zooming in on the 1 hour. So we have this strong level right here. And currently what we are seeing is we have a nice price that we could trade from right here. Price did break from this supply. Okay, so this is a nice level. Let's actually remove that real quick. Okay. All right, so this is a nice level that we're looking at. We have a nice level right here as well that we could see price come back to. And I'll just keep it like that for now. And we have these zones in here. Price broke out, came down to this level. So since we know we're in a bullish trend, we could take a counter trend. As you can see, we have a rejection of resistance here. And let's just look at 30-minute. We could literally just take this trade down here. Our stop loss right above here. Take profit here. Also, and just look at it like this. We had a nice trend going on here. And price broke out. We got a retest, so we could see price fall back down to this level. So let's just do a quick to see where it is on that level. So that's around in this area. We could see price fall down to retest here. If price breaks that here, continue taking it down. And if it continues to break, we take it down, but we honestly have to wait to see more price action to happen to have a proper analysis of where price could go, because price literally could come down here and reverse. But obviously, we'd wait for a confirmation to come down here, reverse, or like come down here, reverse, or down here, reverse. Could fall back into support. But I don't see that happening. Let's just go on the daily. So I don't see that happening. I say as far as where price might pull back to would probably be this area. So maybe we can zoom in on the 1 hour to see more. Price could probably pull into this area or this area. But obviously we have to have our multiple confirmations, such as a fib rejection of this zone and so on and so forth. But we would wait for that to happen. Right now, we're just focusing on taking these cells. As you can see, we have a pattern formation. So it will be your TP1, TP2, and so on and so forth. And that's it for the video. I'm just going to wrap it up. I just wanted to do a quick analysis so you can get my thought process on everything. And yeah, I'm just going to end the video now. Peace.